Evening, everyone. Hope you're all well and keeping safe during the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm here tonight with Oskar Kolk, the new Lansdowne Cricket Club First 11 captain. Evening, Oskar. You all right?
Evening. How you doing?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Nice to see you. Where are you at the moment?
I'm just down in Cornwall at my granddad's place down here, which is nice. Worst places to be for lockdown, I'm sure. So, yeah, doing okay.
Good. Glad to hear it. Thanks for spending some time with us this evening just to talk through how you're doing and what, a bit about you and what you're looking forward to doing at Lansdowne, hopefully this season, if not in future seasons. So, Oskar, we've got a few questions for you, if you don't mind. They're nothing too tricky. So, first of all, just give us a little background of where you're from and how you started getting into cricket.
So I grew up in Surrey, not too far from Guildford, but I have, as I said, my granddad's down here in Cornwall, and that's kind of where I started playing my cricket when I was really young, about 2.5. Granddad chucking me balls in the garden, and then sort of progressed from there. Played my first game when I was about 5, just about, and then sort of got.
Oh wow!
All my days, Annie.
Evening, how are you?
I'm okay, I'm just painting some cricket pictures.
We're going to have to start that again.
No, keep going, that's fantastic. The paintings look beautiful. I've got mine on my wall that you did for the club, so thank you for that. One of the paintings up there.
I don't normally look like this, but this was a Python-esque kind of walk past.
And you're keeping well? Yeah. Good.
What are you doing? Man, she's mad.
So you're down in Cornwall at the moment with your granddad and your mum?
Yes, I am.
My grandfather's about to arrive with a surfboard.
What?
Right, there. Hopefully no more interruptions.
That's okay. So your granddad was giving you throwdowns in the garden.
Throwdowns in the garden, and then Mum came along and crashed it with the painting. No, she just sort of hitting cricket balls here and there, and then literally couldn't stop playing. Fell in love with it, like I'm sure a lot of the people around the country did, and then it's become sort of a massive part of my life.
So your granddad got you into the cricket, and then that was obviously supported by your mum when you went back to Surrey, and you started playing sort of age group cricket.
Age group cricket. I played all my age group cricket at Surrey, so sort of went through like the system there, from under 9s to right up to under 17s in the academy there, and that during that period I was got a cricket scholarship to Reed School, where I met my coach Keith Medleycott, who was ex-England player and coached Surrey as well, and has been my sort of cricket mentor ever since. Still chat to him quite a lot about stuff, and he's been really, really good to me. So yeah, that was a massive part of my sort of cricket journey was my school days there.
And you brushed shoulders with some quite famous names during your time at Surrey, didn't you, as well?
We had a sort of a really good period there when I was on the academy. There was sort of Currans, Ollie Pope, Sibley, sort of a really good mix of players in and around my age group, which was really good. We had a very strong side then. So those are just a few of the names to go on and play.
And you played first team cricket from quite a young age at Reeds as well, didn't you?
Yeah. Fortunate enough to go straight into the first team when I was 13. So that was pretty awesome, playing sort of senior cricket from the start. That was really good.
Good. So you've obviously had a lot of cricket growing up, which is great, and obviously what made you sort of laid the foundations of the skills you've got now. Talk to me about after Surrey.
So when I finished at school, I went off to Sydney and trained on an academy out there for 6.5 months, whilst playing grade cricket for a club side there called Mossman, which was awesome. One of the best things I've done, and really hopeful to be able to go back there after coronavirus, hopefully. But that's a bit up in the air at the minute. But yeah, so I had a great season there, and then started at Cardiff University, where I'm just studying economics at the minute in my final year, graduating, as I said, and yeah, managed to get on the Cardiff MCCU, which has been brilliant, and one of the best things I've done with my cricket as well.
And how's that been? You've played a few first class matches as well, haven't you?
Yeah, fortunate enough to make my first class debut last year, down at Taunton against a really strong Somerset side, and had a bit of exposure against sort of county first teams playing that standard of cricket, which has been awesome to like test yourself against some of the best players in the country. And yeah, it's been just an amazing experience. The training we get with that as well over the winter is just phenomenal, like S&C stuff, and obviously our cricket training as well is really, really good.
Because you played a little bit of second 11 cricket, didn't you? Middlesex and Notts, and now playing against the county setups for the MCCU, you've noticed the step up as well, which is a great experience for you. And you got a few runs in one of the matches, didn't you? You batted out a session.
Yeah, so I got 35, 40 maybe on debut, and then in a few of the friendlies got a couple of 50s, which has been really nice. Yeah, so done all right.
And that was last season, and then obviously hitting the ground running for this season before COVID started. You went to South Africa.
Yeah, we had a little tour in Cape Town, which was awesome. Yeah,
and you got a few runs there.
Yes, I did. I got three 50s out there with scored 75 against Sussex as well, which was very pleasing to do. And was obviously really excited about the season coming back to play at Lansdown, play the first class games, and hopefully some county cricket this summer. But obviously with everything that's happened, that's on hold at the minute, but hopeful.
And obviously coming back to Lansdowne when you're in such a rich vein of form would have been great as captain.
Yes, yeah.
We might get some cricket in later in the summer, but what are your thoughts as captain? You know, what were you planning to do between now and pre-season and the start of the season? What were you hoping?
Well, I was sort of obviously hoping we'd get our pre-season friendlies in. We've got a pretty good idea of what our squad is and what it looks like. Not too many changes from last year, and I think as a team we were moving nicely forward, progressing really nicely with a good core group of young players. With obviously that mix of experience we have as well with a few of the older lads. So where the team was, we were placed to do really well. Great to have signed our new pro, George Scott, who's just come down from Middlesex to Gloucester. So great to have signed him, and he would have been obviously a valuable player for us. And hopefully will be if we play any cricket.
We're all hopeful. And so you joined Lansdowne last year. You had a very good year with the bat. What's been your favourite moment as a Lansdowne player? Which inning stands out to you most?
Oh, I think in any cricket, you sort of obviously you're playing to win, and you love winning games of cricket with whichever team you're playing for. But it always does feel better if you contribute to that win as well, sort of. So probably a standout game was when we needed to win to stay up in the league last year, and it was very tight. And we beat Bristol at home in a really tight game. And that was like a really, really pleasing day. Good to get some runs and then win a really good game of cricket as well. So yeah, that one would probably stand out. Keep us safe in Prem 1 to push for higher finish this year.
Good. And how are you finding the social side of things at the club? Obviously coming back after a first team game. I know you live in Cardiff, which is great that you come back to the club. How are you finding that?
Yeah, I've loved the social side of it. I think there's a really good culture around the club. People sort of coming back to the clubhouse after games. For me, it was sometimes difficult being either in Cardiff or down in Cornwall or Surrey or wherever I was. Bit of a journey, but as much as I could, sort of tried to stay around. Watched the World Cup final there, which was a great day. The club was phenomenal. Such an awesome atmosphere with a full clubhouse and yeah, no, really, really good. Social side of it's great. Good culture.
Yeah, it's what we're all missing at the moment, and hopeful that we can return to when it's safe to do so. Because they are good social times at the cricket club after any match of cricket, whether it be the first team, second team, Sunday team. Yeah, it's a nice place to be. And obviously watching the World Cup final there was great. I'm gutted I missed it. But I've heard a full clubhouse when there's rugby on as well is great. So soon may it continue. I think a lot of people are wondering how you're keeping fit or how you're keeping your eye in, having pre-season, then this big gap. What are you doing, Oskar, to stay fit and to keep your sort of skill levels up as well?
So obviously, being where I am at the minute, fortunate enough to have a sort of a lot of space to run around. So getting into running, I know that's what a lot of people have been doing, which is really good to see. And I've managed to find a couple of old sort of dumbbells and stuff, so I can do a few little circuits, little set up here. And then with the MCC, we've had a few Zoom fitness sessions run by our head of S&C with that for the whole squad to do, using like sort of TheraBands and stuff. So that's been really good and really useful as well. And then I got to a stage I was so bored I had to have a look online, and I found a very cheap little bowling machine that sort of just can give me some throwdowns in the garden when I get bored. So been using that a bit, and that's been quite good fun, keeping me entertained. So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Good. And what would you recommend to any of the sort of other members of the club if they're at home, picking up a bat and with a tennis ball and just driving against the wall?
Yeah, I think it's sort of made us realise everything that's happened, that there are ways you can practice without having sort of professional facilities, without having a sports hall and nets, and there's so much stuff you can do, little hand-eye drills if you look and sort of have a play around with things that can sort of keep you, one, entertained, sort of mentally fresh, and two, keep improving your skills as a cricketer for hopefully a cricket season to come.
And I think that's key to all the younger members who might be sat at home and wondering what they can do, is creating those hand-eye coordination exercises, maybe hitting a tennis ball up with the bat, to sort of keep their eye in. And we're keeping in touch via Zoom. How are you and the players and the other playing members keeping in touch? Is there, everyone's well?
Yeah, so all the boys are well. I think we've obviously got WhatsApp chats within the teams. And then sort of Zoom, FaceTime is the way to socialise these days. So that's what we're doing, obviously, with social distancing, and boys being sort of spread out around the country a little bit, especially the uni students. That's how we're keeping in contact. But boys are checking up on each other, making sure everyone's okay, and just really missing cricket though. I think that's a shame, but yeah, staying in contact and everyone's sort of chatting, which is good.
Good. Have you got any messages for the other sort of Lansdowne community? Obviously, you're looking forward to the season ahead, which may happen.
So hopefully looking forward to seeing everyone soon. It's an exciting time for the club with all the development that's been going on in the clubhouse. And just everyone stay safe, keep listening to the rules and regulations, and we'll get through this as a club and as a community and as a country. And hopefully see everyone soon. Brilliant.
Well, thanks for your time tonight, Oskar, and we hope to see you soon. Stay safe in Cornwall.
Will do.
And keep those boys in order, ready for the season, okay?
Will do. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Cheers, Oskar. Thanks.